Right folks, I thought I'd do a quick video showing you how to create an exploded drawing of your product in Onshape. Let's get started. So here's my product in Onshape. I've made my parts. I've then inserted them in my assembly tab. I've mated all the parts together, and that's another reason why we got to get into the habit of creating multiple parts, multiple components for our designs. Okay, so I'm in my assembly tab. I've clicked ahead. So it looks like this. This is the standard view. Over to the right of the side of the screen here, I've got an icon here that says exploded view. So I'm going to click on that. And I'm going to click on add exploded view. To give myself a bit of room, I'm going to hide these assembly instructions on the left here. Just gives me a bit of room, a bit more room to play with. Here we go then. Start to make my exploded drawing. So with an exploded drawing, what I want you to think about is imagine if there was an explosion in the middle of the product, bang in the center of the product, things would start to move outwards from the center. So we've got to think about those axes, the y-axis, the x-axis and the z-axis. So here we go then. I'm going to choose the front piece of my passive amplifier, and there's my three choices. I've got up and down, I've got left and right, and I've got backwards and forwards. Because it's the front piece, I'm going to come along that backwards and front axis. And there we go. Alright, there's my front piece. I've exploded it out. You can start to see a little bit of a dashed line, and that shows the person looking at my drawing where that piece originally was sat. I'm happy with that. Green ticket. Next, I'm going to go to the back piece of my passive amplifier. Left click on the mouse to choose that part, and again I'm going to go and explode it out along that back to front axis. So click and drag it out. I'm happy with that. Green tick that. I'm going to do the side pieces now. So I've clicked on the side piece. This time I'm not going to use the front and back axis because that just wouldn't look right. It's got to be exploding from the center. So because it's a side piece, I want it to be going left and right, and I'm going to come away and I'm going to green tick that and just click off that piece. I'm going to finally click on the final piece. Again, I'm going on that left to right axis. I'm moving it out, and I'm happy with that. I'm going to green tick it. There we are. There's my exploded view of my design. So I could take that to someone and say, right, I want you to make a prototype of this design, and I could give them exploded view, and they've got a good idea of how the different parts would need to come together and be glued up. Alright, once we've done that, we can close our exploded view down by clicking on that button there, and then we can see our exploded view in a bit more detail in this screen. I can open this one up, and it's brilliant. Once you're happy, you know how to do it, you can go back to the assembly tab, the normal view. If you just click done, it puts it back together again. You haven't lost what you've just done. You can go back and get it, click on exploded views. You can see I've done 3. So I'm going to double click on my third one. Again, I can close that off and close that off, and you can see detailed exploded view of my final design. Give it a go.